We're
Hi.
live. Hi, everybody. You guys haven't seen us for a couple of weeks, right?
Don't I look so tan? For me, this is really, really tan.
So anyway, we thought to come at you tonight with our tanness.
You look pretty tan too, you know.
Oh, you had me laying out in Miami and Fort Lauderdale.
I did. We had like 2 minutes to chill. So we
sat by the beach,
baked ourselves, and
so anyway,
got some coffee.
We've had a crazy 2 weeks. And
Has it been that long since we've gone live?
Yeah, and we got another crazy week coming up.
That's terrible.
We're headed to Nashville on Thursday. Ashley won an award with Smart Meetings Magazine. She won Fierce and Fearless Entrepreneur of the Year. We'll be in Nashville to receive that award. We'll do a lot of broadcasts and postings from that.
Yes, because I think I'm going to get my hair done for that. So, of course, I'll want lots of pictures.
Yeah, that'll be good.
I'll
get my hair done for that too.
Oh, there's a gala event tonight. I have to get all dressed up.
I need a ponytail holder.
You did?
I will.
Okay.
Black one for black tie.
I have to figure out what shoes I can wear that I've forgotten hurt my feet.
All right.
Anyway,
we had crazy.
We had a crazy couple of weeks. We've got a crazy couple of weeks coming up. So do you want to do a review of our crazy week?
Yeah, we had 3 weeks ago this week, we had a crisis, a medical crisis down in Florida with my parents. They needed some help. So we woke up at 8:00 in the morning. My father called me. He said, "Can you get down here and give us a hand?" And we jumped in the car and we drove for 15 hours down to Florida. We slept for 4 hours at a cheesy ass hotel that reminded me of
Coming to America. If you get a chance, check his Instagram.
Check the Instagram.
And you'll see the post. And if you know the movie Coming to America, you will know exactly which photo we're talking about. And that's all we're going to say about that. Anyway.
The people were really nice there.
They were
so nice.
It was a comfortable bed. We slept for the 4 hours that we needed. We grabbed a quick breakfast the next morning and we were on.
And then we blazed in and got to see my parents. My mother's in the hospital. She had some medical work done and she's going to be in rehab for 4 weeks. So my father needed some help around the house and I helped him out. And then we traveled on down to Fort Lauderdale. And we stayed at the luxurious, not really luxurious, B Ocean. Very nice property. Right on the beach.
It's one of our favorite places to stay because it's in Fort Lauderdale at about a 10-minute drive from the airport. Of course, we didn't do the airport this time, but in general, we like to use it because of that. It's right on the beach, and only 2 properties, two or three hotel properties
in South Fort Lauderdale.
In South Fort Lauderdale, are right on the beach, and you don't have to cross A1A on the bridge. And so that's the other thing I like. But it's comfortable. We've stayed there enough times now that they really like us because this time they upgraded us to the presidential suite.
We stayed in the presidential suite for 2 days.
It
was very nice.
We were there for about a week, and
the road behind us. I don't know if you can see that, just our property, but the ocean was closer than that to our suite.
It was really amazing. Nice. You would wake up in the morning and see you could watch the sunrise. And there was just something
floor to ceiling windows.
Yeah, something fabulously magical about that. So,
actually, 3 walls were floor to ceiling windows.
Were there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, except for where we were working, which was the only place we could get Wi-Fi, but it had no view. So you're like, look. Anyway, it was awesome. We had a great time. We also spent 2 days in an intense business workshop. To help us grow and scale our business. To learn
to be better us in our business. So that's working out really well for us.
We better at everything we do. So that was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we traveled home.
We drove.
Took us 8 hours to get out of Florida, which I was kind of blown away. We hit some traffic.
We were further south.
We came up A1A.
Then when we came down originally, we came to the Orlando area first, and then on Tuesday we drove from Orlando.
We blazed by. We checked out Mar-a-Lago right after the FBI was there. Yes. Everything looked like it was back in shape.
Everything was fine.
We didn't find any documents. I think the FBI grabbed them all.
Actually, it was really stormy. Then we were going through massive rainstorms. Anyway, it was
it's an afternoon in Florida. It's really stormy.
We weren't in a massive hurry to get. We were in a hurry to get to Orlando to visit Gus's folks. But on our way home, we weren't in as much of a hurry. So it was like, oh, we can kind of, like take the scenic route or stop and look at things. And what were some other things? So first of all, A1A up along the coast, Fort Lauderdale, all the towns that as you go up the beach there, I guess all of the beach community up the coast. I think I fell in love with a few properties in, where was that, Delray?
Delray Beach.
Yeah, oh man, there were some amazing houses there.
I looked at one property after we got back, $29.9 million.
We have good taste.
Parking for 12 cars on the beach. Parking for 12 cars in the garage.
How can you go wrong?
Two tennis courts.
A little something
two
for the
pools,
vision board.
5 bedrooms, guest house, 2,000 square foot guest house.
And I think what blew us away too, there was a ton of new construction, right? Especially in Delray. Like there were just lots and lots of new houses going up. So that was interesting to see.
Our buddies, Dan Mars and Dave McGrogan, are building a number of restaurants down that area. They're expanding. It's super exciting to see. We're going to be down there. We're moving down there in 2 years. By the way, we're in the Philadelphia market, if you don't know that, but we're based in Philly. I'm about done here.
Yeah.
In Philly.
Yeah, he doesn't like snow. It's that.
I love snow. I love skiing.
Right,
I don't want to deal with it when I don't ski.
It's that first snow. It's really pretty, but after about the 10th snow, you're like, this isn't fun anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's cold.
Yeah.
And you can't run, and there's ice, and anyway, so that's our little story. So, what else did we see on our way home, dear? We got to stop at some amazing. First of all, if you've never been to a Buc-ee's, I highly recommend Buc-ee's. It's a rest stop. If you're familiar with Wawa, it's like Wawa on steroids.
It's about 3 times as large as Wawa's. It's probably about 6 times as large as Wawa's. There's 60,000 square feet. So in addition, what do they have? They have smoked meats. They also have, what did we have that? I had smoked turkey for breakfast. So there was smoked turkey sandwich with eggs and cheese.
A whole wall of beef jerky, right?
Beef jerky, they make themselves.
That they make, and then
coffee.
What was that venison?
It was a sausage.
Like a sausage.
Venison sausage. It was a venison salami. It was really good.
And then they also have T-shirts, and they have home goods.
Home goods, yeah.
Yes, like things that you would actually put up in your home.
Not in our home, but your home maybe. Not my home.
Different style, a little bit, but it was fun. It was an amazing thing to see. And then what else did we see?
Lots of cars and trucks because we drove 1,400 miles.
South of the border.
Oh, south of the border. That was
stop.
crazy. Anybody been to south of the border? Put comments below if you've been to south of the border.
I was like, what are all these signs? They're very catchy. They were very cute. They were very clever. But I thought south of the border was a restaurant that was defunct. And Gus was like, no, this is like a place. I'm like, okay, let's go.
So it's in South Carolina, just south of the South and North Carolina border. And it's cheesy. It's been there for 50 years. As a kid, we drove to Disney from 71 to early 80s every year. My mother didn't fly, so we drove down every year. And we'd always stop at south of the border. And it promised so much. It promised so much and delivered so much cheesiness.
I was just genuinely excited to go. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a place I've never seen.
It reminded me, though, I guarantee you, they have this gift shop that's probably 10,000 square feet. It's just flipping huge. Half the size of a Kmart or Walmart these days. And they had every Southwest tchotchke you could think of. It reminds me of when you go to Santa Fe and they have markets there and they're selling the same type of wares. They have to buy them from the same place.
Santa Fe also has beautiful and exquisitely expensive things and artist-made, many artisan things. But if you go to the right places, you can find the tchotchkes.
Yeah, like right across from La Fonda.
The difference.
They display it nicer in Santa Fe.
Yeah, but
and they charge more.
I'm trying to think of the name of the place that we go to all the time. Jackalopes.
Well, Jackalopes
that was
more
very.
tchotchkes.
I thought that was similar to south of the border. The difference between south of the border has their actual. They have their like logo or like their name south of the border, like written on the little.
I bought a pair of Nikes with south of the border on them. No.
No, that was a quick stop on our on our.
That was the day we came. We stayed in Georgia the night before, and we drove all the way home.
Okay.
Which it doesn't sound like much, but it was 14 and a half hours driving straight.
It was. We also went to. I'm going to tell them about Fuller's.
Oh my God.
Fayetteville.
So wait, let's set this up a little bit
more. Did I get that right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But we were hungry.
We were hungry for
about
lunch.
1 o'clock in the afternoon, when we've been driving since like 7 a.m. or something like that. And about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we stopped. We got off. Was it Fayetteville? I don't know. We were someplace
a little bit somewhere else, and you were like, you know what? No, there's got to be something.
Well, we walked into 2 restaurants, and they were cheese. They were dirty. They were dirty, and there were huge lines.
Find us a barbecue place.
I'm like, I get back in the car. I said, look, we're in North Carolina. Find us a barbecue place. Let's just get something.
Not McDonald's, not
something that's like 10 minutes off the road.
Let's find like a real. So
oh my God!
I found Fuller's. And
first of all, it's a hot day. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon at this point.
We're hungry.
The parking lot is packed.
We're like,
yes, we're like,
that's where you go.
This is the place. Parking lot
that's
packed,
where you go.
and it was like the middle of nowhere. This place, and we walk into this place. It was $31 for the two of us with drinks for a full buffet of smoked meats, slow cooked Southern, especially corn. Something I never had before. They had cornbread. Then they had corn fritters. They were like fried pancakes, like really thin.
Yeah, so it was like. They said it was like cornbread batter, but it was
chicken.
It was thin and more like almost like a pancake.
Chicken, fish.
I had collard greens,
mac and cheese, black eyed peas.
Black eyed peas. I had
really, can't get that up north here.
The mac and cheese did not look good, but I knew it was going to be good, and it was.
I don't really do mac and cheese, but I could tell it was kind of mac and cheese.
I was just like,
and we didn't even have any. But actually, you did.
What?
There was a ton of desserts. I actually did have a spoonful.
I had a spoonful of dessert, and it was awful. But I mean, but you know what were really good? Hush puppies.
Oh yeah,
they had these just phenomenally made hush puppies.
And the fried catfish.
I didn't have. You gave me a couple of bites.
The fried catfish.
Yeah. So it was like smorgasbord. Well, it was like you could just put whatever you wanted. And then at some point, I thought, this is disgusting. I should have a salad, and then that was whatever. You don't go to Fuller's to have a salad.
It was a great food experience.
It was an amazing food experience. It was cool. Very cool.
That was better than the food experience we had the night before or 2 nights before when we went to. We were
still in Fort Lauderdale.
We were in Fort Lauderdale, and I always go to. And I'm not going to mention the place because it's just time of year. But diners, drive-ins, and dives, we always go to the restaurants in Guy Fieri.
Let's go to this place.
So we go to this place. I'm not complaining about the money. I'm just complaining. It was $50 to get there and back, and the place was basically closed
because of the Uber.
Because
so
of the
we
Uber.
get there, we're all excited.
$26.
We walk in. It doesn't. It says on its information it doesn't close to what 10.
And we're walking in like 8:15.
And they're like, oh yeah,
we're closed.
We're closed. I'm like, oh, God,
dude, really?
$50 to get the same Uber.
The same guy came back. We had a nice car.
It was a nice ride.
Yeah, Cadillac Escalade.
But still, I was like, man, but chalk it up to.
I should have called.
Yeah, but who does that anymore? Hire you.
So we learned about our personalities, and and our personalities have upstairs and downstairs, the basement.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't you tell them a little bit about it?
I stomped right into my basement.
Oh, okay. To give you some context, as part of the workshop that we took a DISC analysis, which is driver, influencer, security, and conscientious. Did I get that right? I think.
I don't know if it's conscientious.
So it's basically the four quadrants of types of personality, and they, based on a bunch of questions, they kind of map you out. And interestingly, they mapped us out in 3 different ways: how we see our true selves, how we think others see us, and
how others see us.
How we think others see us, and
how we actually are.
I already said that one. So it's how we actually are.
How we perceive ourselves.
How we perceive ourselves. So, okay, slightly different. Thank you. Anyway.
Mine look the same.
We talked about sort of here's the, sort of good attributes of your, dominant part of your personality or whatever. And then sort of the, your biggest asset is also your liability. And so they talk about sort of the bad parts of holding on to that part of your personality. And so when Gus talks about going into the basement, it's like, this is what happens when Chico's bad.
Yeah. I either get
He was mad.
very angry and throw punches and hit things or break things,
I had to duck.
or I withdraw. That was a withdrawal. That was a withdrawal moment.
You do withdraw sometimes.
I was so pissed off.
Yeah, I was pissed off too.
Because here's the other reason I was pissed off. Because I knew that there were limited options of food back in the main part of Fort
The
Lauderdale.
place where we were headed to have dinner because we knew it would be open. It was like,
we ate every Florida.
It was like the boogie prize.
And then we found out the menu is limited because the chef's on his way out. He's on his way out and doesn't
Should we
want
tell him that? Don't tell him that now. Anyway, we got home. We got home safe. It's nice to be home.
Yeah.
And in less than 48 hours or so,
we're gonna be back on the road.
We're both up again for another trip. So
it'll be fun.
We look forward to telling you all about it, and we'll probably go live while we're there because why not? That'd be fun.
Maybe.
Okay.
We're
no promises.
We're action packed 4 nights there.
We'll take pictures.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Video pictures. Yeah.
Well,
All right. Why don't we say we let these good people go,
and
we'll see you soon. We actually got another call.
No, we do.
All right.